A paid TCI claim is not the end of the story. Once a claim closes, it becomes evidence the carrier carries into the next renewal about the buyer, about how the loss occurred, and about whether our monitoring discipline held or broke down. Here's what that looks like in practice. Two exporters had similar claims paid last year with the same carrier. One requested a carrier debrief soon after the claim closed, documented the corrective action taken, and brought that record into renewal prep. The other assumed the closed claim was the end of it and walked into renewal with nothing beyond the payout itself. One renews on steady terms. The other gets a reduced limit and a higher deductible. The claim was not the last chapter. Underwriters weigh a paid claim as forward-looking evidence, the same way they use portfolio-level signals to price risk across their book. A claim supported by clean documentation reads differently than one reconstructed under pressure. The claim itself does not determine the next renewal in isolation. How it was handled matters as much as the loss. A closed file for the policyholder is an open data point for the carrier. When a claim closes, the underwriter is updating a live view of the program, and that view carries forward into renewal terms. 4 questions sit behind almost every post-claim renewal. Was the loss isolated to one buyer, or does it point to a gap across the book? How fast and how complete was the claim submission? Did the account take visible corrective action or just acknowledge the loss? And what is the claims frequency and pattern across the full portfolio? None of this is a soft impression. These are documented inputs into the renewal file. When that evaluation reads unfavorably, the renewal can move in specific directions. A reduced limit on the affected buyer or sector, a higher deductible or adjusted coinsurance, a more conservative discretionary credit limit threshold. But the same criteria work the other way. Documented AR to limit reconciliation at the time of loss, a fast and complete submission, and concrete corrective action all read as a program under control. A well-managed claim does not get generous treatment. It gets an accurate one. The highest leverage move after a claim closes is not waiting until renewal to find out where things stand. Request a debrief with the carrier or broker shortly after the claim resolves, not at renewal. Document what changed in monitoring or limit management as a direct result of the loss. Fold that documentation into renewal prep on the standard 90-day timeline. And do not wait for the carrier to set the terms before engaging. The renewal after a claim is not an automatic continuation of last year's terms. The same discipline that produces a clean claim is what protects the next renewal. AR to limit reconciliation at the time of loss is proof the exposure was monitored, not missed. A fast, complete submission signals operational discipline, not disorganization. A specific corrective action, not a general assurance, is what reassures an underwriter. And staying engaged with the broker through the claim, not disappearing until renewal, keeps that relationship intact. None of this is extra work. It is the same discipline the renewal conversation already rewards. We support clients through the full arc: claim submission, carrier debrief, and the renewal that follows. The same broker relationship that helps file a clean claim is positioned to manage the renewal conversation that follows it. The blog link below walks through the full framework. Reach out to prepare for a post-claim renewal before the carrier sets the terms. Subscribe for a new episode every week, and we will see you next Tuesday.